We should be excited. It's always been possible to clone larger animals. For example, Britain had the breakthrough with Dolly the sheep with Ian Wilmot. But mice have been a challenge, and this technique allows us to actually produce a mouse that is genetically identical, so it has the same mutations as, say, a specific disease. And then, in some occasions, those mice turn out to be infertile. So they've done years of work to produce a great mouse model of a certain animal disease, a human's disease, and then you want to do the experiments to see if you can tackle that disease.
So by taking blood from a live
blood
animal...
from the live animal allows you then to have a mouse which would otherwise be infertile to be used for animal experiments. And I should just say, we're obviously very keen to make sure that we do replace, reduce, and actually refine our experiments to improve animal welfare. But animals are still important for basic research.
How long do mice live for? I mean, looking at this one here, I think that the large one is the one that is being cloned.
Yes,
so it looks in very...
I don't know why it's the larger of the ones, but basically, the mouse they actually produced lived a normal lifespan, which is actually better than Dolly the sheep, and they also went on to produce offspring, so they're absolutely perfect for this area of medical science.
Why is Japan doing this? Because we talk about Dolly the sheep.
That's right. Well, Japan is doing very well. Japan, like the UK, is incredibly strong in the research, and like the UK, they're working on the translation. How do you take stem cells and cell therapies and start to produce really useful things for patients? And this is one example of taking the mouse model and be able to produce, leading towards better drugs.
And the conditions and the drugs that are tested, what sort of things are we talking about?
So the best known one is probably the ob mouse. This is a mouse which gets obese. Basically, it eats lots, gets obese, and has the equivalent of type 2 diabetes. And so it's a perfect tool for a basic early discovery of whether something might be useful in man.